believed to be related to COVID-19. At least 64 children in New York have now been diagnosed with the syndrome so far. Tonight, pediatricians around the country being alerted to the mystery ailment and its symptoms amid worries the cases so far represent just the tip of the iceberg. And that's where our reporting begins tonight with Kristen Dahl.
I understand why parents would be anxious. I think everybody should be.
64 children in New York have now been diagnosed with what is being called pediatric multisystem infection. Strictly enforced.
All the places that are empty now, arenas, schools, public places, streets.
Police were called after some customers started fighting over toilet paper and water.
We slashed red tape to develop vaccines and therapies as fast as it can possibly be done.
Drugs that were developed originally for HIV and for the flu. There are anecdotes of them being used and people getting better, and the virus is clearing very quickly.
We must look out for each other. We must pull each other through this.
Spread all over the globe. As China grappled with the crisis, the world watched. It seemed distant to most, but then, slowly and surely, a wave of infections began to appear in your city. Governments, health officials, and the public scrambled to make sense of the situation, and drastic changes were made. For many, the ceasing of everyday life has become a surreal shock not experienced since the Second World War.
Walked back his comments, but the episode resulted in a firestorm of media commentary.
Come on, man. That is completely and utterly irresponsible. This is no time for bankruptcies and wishing bankruptcies.
The most un-American, uncharitable, ugly statement of all times.
Of course, there are reasons to be concerned about states' physical health.
I think the big difference between this downturn and what we saw in the Great Recession or the recession of 2001, 2002 is the speed with which it came on and the severity with which it came on. That really makes it unprecedented. From a credit standpoint, states entered this in a stronger position, but they're going to have to use all of the tools that they have available to them.
States push some expenses down to local governments. Aside from that, they can also issue debt. State debt issuance activity has been relatively flat over the last decade.
States generally only borrow.
A lower outlook means there could be some downward financial pressure on states, and it also means that they are at a greater risk of a downgrade in the future. In early May, Moody's lowered its outlook on all U.S. states from stable to negative, citing uncertainty as to when life will return to normal across the country. That does not mean states are all going to be downgraded, but it does mean the economic downturn has accelerated, and there are rising state revenue headwinds, especially in sales and income taxes.
That sector outlook really reflects that the operating environment for states is much weaker.
Roswell, New Mexico, and Tucson, Arizona are currently the top 3 locations for parked aircraft. They've collectively stored 800 planes so far.
Routine parking happens from time to time with very, very small volumes of aircraft.
This has devastated the airline industry. U.S. air travel has dropped 95% compared to last year, and the number of flights scheduled globally is down by 63%. The insides of airports are empty, but outside is another story. While some airlines have started transporting cargo on passenger planes, more than 2/3 of the world's commercial aircraft are grounded.
It's somewhere between 14 and 15,000 aircraft that are parked, or almost 60% of the fleet.
Never before in history have airlines had to ground so many planes so quickly.
Our customers have come to us and said, look, we're parking literally hundreds of aircraft per day. And logistically, it's very, very complex. This is a particular difficult time. And we've created a particular app that literally allows them to virtually park the aircraft.
With no demand for flights, Delta and United reported their first quarterly losses in more than 5 years. American Airlines told CNBC its revenue is down 90% from a year ago. parking hundreds of aircraft is also adding to their losses. These planes can't just sit idle. They need routine maintenance and a place to be stored. And when you suddenly have thousands of planes with nowhere to go, it becomes a logistical nightmare. Before the coronavirus hit, airplanes were where they were meant to be, in the air. At certain times of the year, there could be as many as 20,000 planes in flight at the same time around the world. At the end of 2019, the global air fleet was nearly 24,000, and now more than 16,000 of those massive machines need a place to park.